1,000 parcels up in there, so it has to be confusing.
And I mean, you know, it's all geographical, but I don't know if they track it down to the regional office.
Yeah. I don't, for the Census Count Bureau person doing that, they don't buy regional office, but they do the formula with the parcels, which is 2.5. But that could get challenged because it's not on the list. And so I talked to Ryan O'Neill over in Johnson County, and he's the circuit clerk there, and he was telling me, like you said, John, maybe looking at the voters registration at least would prove that there are people in those parcels, and maybe even larger numbers than we have. I'm probably being optimistic about that, but I think it's worth looking into. It's right now, we know we can certify the 1,064. We know that with the parcels. The county clerks are even putting a seal on that in Jackson and Williamson County. It's now taking that information and sending it to the Census Bureau to get a census count. So,
And then again, hoping that at the state level they don't change the population requirements.
That's true too.
Well, since you did all that work, so we're just going to bump it up a little bit. I mean, I'm sorry, but sometimes it appears that's the way things work.
You're right, and the office that we bumped from 10th to 9th place, they could very well go out and do this same work and all this research and come up with more than what we had, and we could be bumped down to number 9. But we still have exceeded the 61,000, which was by the law.
And that was your hard work. I mean, that's...
She's definitely done her homework.
Yeah,
She's definitely done her homework.
Unfortunately, I'm not thinking it's going to be enough to stop it, but it might be some good, strong evidence in the hearing case. Yeah.
At least we're on the upper side of the line instead of the lower side right now. We'll just see if we can stay there.
There you go, Billy.
We're getting good at staying on top of the water, on the line.
You're like that. My fingernails too, but anyway. Do you have any questions?
Not at this time.
No, not right now, though.
I'll keep you informed as this goes along, and I'll probably be getting another letter out as soon as I get the signatures. I'll finish those up on Friday with the county commissioner by the end of this week.
Okay.
And then I'll give it to Patrick, his copy, and then I'll be traveling to Springfield to file it with the state superintendent. I might even take some of my documents just while I'm walking in his office. Why not spend a few minutes sharing? This is where we're at. What are your thoughts? And he may or may not want to be open to it right now because the hearing will be scheduled, but we've got to try.
When you speculate this hearing will be within a few months?
I would hope so, Billy. I don't know how fast the state board will act on this. I know in our office when we have petitions filed, we try to do it within a 30-day period.
Right.
And we schedule the court reporter and the location and then notify all the individuals. But the state board may have a different process.
Understand that.
Yeah.
Well, if there's anything else we can do, we'll support you. Just give us a holler, and we'll see what we can do with it.
Okay. We'll keep
We
trying.
definitely support your hard work on it. You've put a lot into it.
We still have a lot more to do.
We still have a lot more to do, but you're definitely going the right direction.
Okay. Well, thank you, Janet.
Thank you, Janet.
Thank you for the approval.
All right. With the county highway reimbursement, I'd file that will bring it up to just a little over 15. So. Just take over.
Now, that was education. Let's see, the big question is, did we make payroll today?
Well, we will after Larry Glasgow, if he comes in and gives me his reimbursement. But right now we're a little bit negative.
Like we were just telling Miss Sullivan, we're still riding that fine line, aren't we? Got our head above the water, and our life jacket's about water soaked.
I think we sunk, but
What are we looking at here, a minus 68?
then we get about 22 from the highway department, which will leave us somewhere just a little over 15. So.
Okay. Okay.
So as soon as he gets here and we get that over at the bank, before they start cashing all these checks.
Appreciate this full report here, looks good.
Taxes is, see what is the date, the 23rd is the last day, so it'll be next Tuesday
Okay.
for the last installment.
Yeah, it's due today, isn't it?
23rd, it'd be next Tuesday, I think.
Well, it says here the second installment, the 23rd, did I write it down the wrong month?
No,
Wrong month.
that's right, but this is on.
The 16th.
16th.
Okay. I got it written. Today's the 16th, okay.
Yeah.
All right, you're right. It's due next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, I think.
I'm looking a week ahead. Always thinking.
That's what, you're not the only one, I had a
Yeah.
lady a while ago, had a check wrote out.
We have to right now, that's for sure. But didn't you tell me a while back that a lot of citizens paid both installments the
They
first time
do,
around?
quite a few of them will pay, the full install, you know.
You don't have a whole lot left to collect, do you?
Not a whole lot, I was gonna check, and I didn't know, we had probably I'm just guessing it's over 9 million out of the 13, so.
I'm not real familiar with how that goes. If somebody comes in and pays both installments, the first installment, can you utilize the second installment money, or do you have to put that in a fund and wait till the time due?
No, we can
You can use it immediately.
we can disperse that money,
Okay.
you know, when you get a chance to get, I mean, it takes time to be sure that you're balanced out.
I didn't know if the law required you to actually wait till the second installment time before you could
So
utilize
we
the
have done,
funds.
we have done dispersed, you know, the first installment, so,
Cool.
so hopefully we'll have enough left out of that to make the next payroll, I hope,
Yeah.
should have. But we just need some to pay bills, I guess, but,
Yeah, we had 3 payrolls this month, don't we?
yeah.
One more the 30th.
Like,
Okay.
about to run out of sources here, but
Anything,
everything seems to make,
anything particular we need to look at on here?
I didn't
Standing out?
see anything that,
Okay.
John, you had quite a crowd over there this
Oh,
morning.
Lord, it'll be like that all day long till we run out.
He's gonna come down and borrow some of your help, I believe.
I don't know.
You know,
They go somewhere
I don't mind
else.
that in the, Lynn and Juanita don't mind it, but you always got somebody in there that's having to wait 10 minutes.
I noticed that.
Did you notice?
Yeah. Well, can you go ahead and do this while I'm here? I mean, a whole line of people there, and can you go ahead and do this while I'm here and then I'm not here?
And then one guy would be back there and eat a little sour snippy, and I'm going,
Well, they do. You know, that's one
I
thing,
tried to send it out to Farm Bureau, nobody would leave.
Dealing with the public.
that's one thing about the taxpayers. When they stand in line, I think they just enjoy sitting out there visiting, and I think that's the reason
Well,
they.
most of them in there were, I mean, well, all of them with the exception of this one fellow, they were pleasant, understood. But, you know, a lot of times when you get that machine going, it just takes a while that machine to make a connection, and then all of a sudden the fax started coming through, and that phone line, we had to go unplug the fax machine before that fax, because if it started coming through, it'd kick us off the hunting and fishing license.
And you had some early voters during
Yeah,
that process.
we had to have one early voter in there.
I know somebody said they're just gonna come over and get in line for that.
Gotta unplug something, plug something in, huh? Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this electrical system, sometimes you can't do so much on Earth.
Well, it's just, you know, you sit there, we have a fax machine that's not, you know, it's an important piece of equipment, but to save money, we ran
Right, that's what we
that
got.
hunting and fishing line with our fax line,
We got
but
our,
when the fax comes through, it kicks us off hunting and fishing.
well, that's when I stamp and the fax machines on the same line, so I unplug the fax line when I'm downloading something on that stamp machine, cause it will interrupt one or the other. If you happen to get a fax right in the middle of it, it messes up that whole. Well, if you all don't have anything else.
Okay, thank you, Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Appreciate this update.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I was gonna ask, the anticipation warrant has been paid off,
Yes, ma'am.
so that's taken care of, but then the other funds that the county's borrowed from, that's still,
Still, yes.
okay,
Those we didn't have a time limit on, so.
no time, okay.
We'll give that to Lloyd.
Okay,
Open
thanks.
that. I think Lloyd can come up with sufficient paperwork for that.
What is these loopings?
Oh, no.
Joe?
Apparently they carry
Oh.
bond on us.
Yeah, okay, that's,
That's bonding.
yeah, that would be right.
Yeah, I'll give it to Lori, she should be able to give them the proper
Yeah.
information. We should get a refund on that then. Cause Lori's already bonded, didn't she? Everybody
Yes, she
knows
is.
she
Well,
bonded, okay.